Alright, hello everybody, and welcome back to Pixelmon. I'm GhostWolf, and since Loki is unable to do some recording today, I'm going to be working on some solo work. I've gotten really tired of this little mini crap extension to the house, and I think I'm going to get rid of it and actually build a proper museum for the fossil machine, the fossil cleaner, and I'm going to do some other things with it because I never build things just a little pathetically. I tend to go over the top. But first, someone mentioned that I can actually solve my villager problem by converting this to a fence. Let's see if I can have some spare wood somewhere. I think it's 4 pieces. Or no, yeah, whatever, that'll work. Fence gate. That's how you make them. I never remember. I make them so rarely. There we go. So now the villagers can't get in anymore. Perfect. So that takes care of that annoyance. Next up, I need to get somewhere to store all my current items, because I'm going to be in creative mode as I build, and I don't want to have to deal with trying to remember what I have in my inventory and what's mine and what isn't. So just throw all this stuff in. That way I don't accidentally delete anything or whatever. Alright. So, now for the location of the museum. Now, Loki's got his waterway, so I don't want it to be interfering with that. I'm going to need a kind of a flat area. This area over here looks actually pretty nice. Let me actually get myself into creative mode. Okay, so his waterway comes down here. So, actually this area right here, I think, will be just about perfect for the museum. Still be close to town, and it's got a nice, pretty much nice view, and it's nice and flat. So I'm going to do a quick cut here, and I'll be back as soon as I've terraformed the base, because I really hate doing terraforming work and it's just laying down blocks in a big old square. And then I'll come back and tell you a little bit more about everything that I've got planned. Oh, that's probably a boss. That's a huge sand slash. Nope, not a boss. Okay. I'll see you in a little bit. Alright, and we're back. So I did a little bit of marking out, getting all the sizes and everything to what I had in my head, and this museum is going to be absolutely gigantic. So, I mean, if you compare it to the Sandstorm city right there, it's pretty much the size of the entire city. So this will be a huge main attraction, probably going to be the main attraction of this town. So what we've got is, I've planned it's going to have 3 levels of steps going up to it, to make it look very, very regal and whatnot. It's going to have a 3-wide, like, patio, so I can put some pillars and columns and actually give it a lot of museum look. And then it's going to have 2 sets of double doors, probably some more along this front area. You're going to walk in, and along the 2 sides, and this is going to actually be 2 stories tall, so that'll be even larger. They're going to be display cases where I'll build the habitat of each and every one of the fossil Pokemon. So there's 17 total, so I'm going to house 8 in the bottom floor, and I'm going to house 9 on the top floor. And then this back area, so the green blocks are where the walls are going to be. I just kind of use wool to kind of mark out distances and count things out. So that's going to be the first enclosure, second enclosure, third enclosure, fourth enclosure. And then this back area right here will be, I'm thinking of making it like one of those dig your own fossil things I always have for kids in the museums. Then up on the second floor I'll have one more thing, probably for Aerodactyl, because it's the only one without a pair. And then back along the sides would be the other 8 fossil Pokemon. So there'll be a little bit displays with their habitats and whatnot. And yeah, I've got some plans for stuff like that. And so each one of these enclosures is going to be a 10 by 10 square to kind of give me plenty of room to build and have a little bit of variety in there. I may end up merging a couple of them if they're pretty similar habitat-wise, but I just wanted to make sure I had plenty of space for them. Then in the main area, I'll probably have like some kind of like information check-in desk thing up front. And then I'll have a little like center exhibit where it'll have all of the different fossil machines, and all the different fossil cleaning machines and whatnot, so then we can use this as our main fossil cleaning area whenever we find something. So yeah, that's kind of where the vision's going. This took absolutely forever to clear out a lot of the land here, and like this, I ended up building it back so far that like all of this stuff here that's kind of torn apart was all hill. I got tired of just knocking block by block off, so I just kind of took a bunch of TNT and just set it in a strip and just started blowing them up one after the other. So yeah, I'm going to take a short break because that was a lot of clearing, and I'm not used to building things on such a grand scale. And then when we come back, I'll have the floor hopefully filled in. It's not going to be very good looking right now. I think I'm just going to fill it in with solid stone brick just to have a floor. I'm going to go back later and put some designs and some tiling or something into it to make it look better. And then I'll probably show you a lot of the rest of the building myself. I don't know. I've never really been a fan of the building series, because I mean, you're just watching me build the whole time, and it's kind of boring placing bricks all the way up and all the way back and all the way up. So I'm going to try to cut out as most of that grindy, boring bit as possible, and only keep in for the interesting bits where things actually seem like they're going on. Alright, so I'll be back in a little bit. Alright, and we're back with some more of the museum building. So, I know it's really bad practice to just keep everything the exact same brick, but I wanted to get an idea of where the floor was, kind of the walls and whatnot. And I've actually decided to change things a little bit. Instead of doing just single cages, I think I'm going to do a double cage for each form and its evolution. Double display. It just seems like it has a little bit more space, and it's going to make it a little bit easier to build and whatnot. And luckily there's an evolution pair except for everything except for Aerodactyl, which will be in the back wall on the second floor. So this thing's just huge. Ridiculously huge, and I'm going to go back through once I get the whole base thing built and go back and make it fancier with different color blocks and, more patterns and more designs, and so it doesn't look quite as plain. Interesting thing that happened while I was just getting all of this stuff, that wasn't a boss, getting all this stuff put together, ended up having the experience share on the doctor, and a Graveler got in my way, so I killed it, and so the doctor is now a Dodrio. Wonderful, shiny Dodrio. So that's cool. So what I think I'm going to do today is, for the next couple episodes, trying to get so this will be the Almanite Almastar display. And so I'll try to get that built, and I also need to build in the center here the actual trade machine, like Diaz thing. And so I'm going to start with that, and I'm probably going to end up changing these materials. Now, how to remember... I always forget how to make a good-looking circle. Let's see, that's the center block there. Now, I want this to be a little bit bigger. Like that. So 3, and then it's 1. Okay, I guess I could just make a square Diaz. I forgot that the blocks have the corner piece. So this one, that one. And 1, 2, 3 across here. 1, 2, 3 across here. That one, that one. So I'm thinking this is actually going to work. So I'll have the trade machines, and that's not going to be big enough. Also doesn't have very much contrast. I'm going to build it out of something else. Nope, wrong button. What kind of stairs do we have? That's probably a little bit too gaudy. I like the sandstone stairs. Ooh, is that marble? Quartz stairs. Oh, that saves me so much trouble. That's going to look so nice. I can actually use that on the outside. So let's do the sandstone stairs. And what kind of sandstone we got? Smooth sandstone, chiseled, and sandstone. I don't know what the difference between these three are. I don't need any of these measuring wools anymore. Yep. Okay, let's see. So this is the Spax Pure BD Craft texture pack, so it's going to look a little bit different, but this is what I'm going to have the series recorded on. They actually all look the same from the tops, which is what I'm going to be using this for. I like the creeper face. I think the half slabs are going to be what I'm going to be using then, because they work a little bit better for everything, so give it kind of a temple-y look. Keep breaking everything. Get rid of this. There we go. And I want it a little bit bigger, so I think I'm going to just go one more layer out. It's going to be kind of big, kind of dominate the center of the room, but that's just what I need it to do. That's what I hate about creative mode. I'm not used to having the power to break anything I look at. Okay, good. Those have corner stairs, too. So glad they added corner stairs. It makes decorating so much easier. Alright, there we go. There we go. And there we go. Okay, so now we have a nice, big, awesome sandstone-looking platform in the center of our museum. So we need fossil cleaners and actual fossil machines. So I think if we do 1, 2 of these, that looks pretty cool, and then we can have 1, 2, 3, 4, make it symmetrical. That actually looks pretty darn nice. Probably could make it fancier and whatnot. I might come back and do that, but that looks like a pretty good thing. And did I actually center that? Of course it's not centered. Ooh, that's gonna bug me. Okay. Everything gets moved. Break. So this needs to be... Oh, crap, it's 5 wide, and this is gonna be not 5 wide. So it's not gonna be centered no matter what I do. Okay. OCD be damned. And there. And that one, and that one, and that one, and that one. Okay. So that'll work for now. Nope. Nope. So I originally had a double wall here because I wanted to have a little bit of protection so that they wouldn't fight each other between the two areas. I don't want, I didn't want each one of them getting into a battle between the display cases because they were designed, I was going to design them so that they'd only have one in them at a time. It does not look like I'm doing that now because I'm actually putting the evolution in with it, and so now I actually have a center, so now I just need to shift these things. Sorry about this, I'm OCD when I build. Like, things have to be nice and symmetrical. Like, I measured this whole thing out, and so it's nice, even proportions. Okay, so this is going to be 5 wide, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 3, 2, 1, so these go. Okay. Alright, now I'm going to be satisfied with it being centered. Alright, OCD is satisfied. We can move on. Alright, there we go, and there we go. Okay, fossil machines, 1 and 2. So this will give Loki and me the ability to both use the fossil machines at the same time. Don't want that one there. Sure, let's decorate it with 6. We'll never have this many fossils to clean, but I like, actually, that one and that. It looks better with 4. There you go. Okay, so now we have fossil machines and the fossils, and now those are centered, so that saves me that trouble. So back here in the back, I'm still trying to figure out where I want the staircase. Either I want kind of a grand, like, little entry lobby desk, and then have, like, a staircase that winds around up to the top floor up here. Oh, and then I might do that. I might do up there for a staircase. This can be, like, a display wall or something. I'm still deciding on that. And then back here, each one of these will be a spiral staircase that goes back up. And then up on the second floor right here, there's going to be the aerodactyl. Let's see, hold on, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. and then 8 on the top floor. That's 16, and then 17 with Aerodactyl's cage way up here. Okay, that'll work perfectly. So actually what I'm going to end up having here is I'm going to have, actually, let me find what looks good. Brick. I like using brick for some reason. Crackstone brick. That gives it a nice... Actually, no. Chiseled sandstone, I think, would give it a nice look. Okay, so now I got to get this centered again. So here's a center. That's 2 in from the front, 2 in from the back. And then to 1 past the edge of this. Actually, let's do 2 past. Okay. So as you can see, I still haven't done anything with all of the stuff underneath, but... So I'm going to make this kind of a, like... They always had those interactive things in the museum where, like, kids can go in sand and dig for fossils, and so that's exactly what we're doing here. So we'll put some sandstone border on this, and it's just going to be one big discovery pit for the kids. Actually, I wonder if... Does that look odd? Is that going to be big enough? I think that's plenty big still. I was wondering if I wanted to push it out one farther, but I think this looks good. I love that creeper face and the hieroglyphics and stuff on the bottom. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, so I'll just undo a lot of this stuff here. Oh, wouldn't that be something if this gravel pile right here, there was a fossil? Like, immediately underneath it. It's too high up in the thing, though. Yeah. It bugs me. Like, I know you can leave those corners out and no one will ever see it, but I'll know it's there. Again, that's probably the reason why I don't do massive builds like this all the time, is because I'm just so particular with how everything looks, and I want it to be, like, perfect. And so, this is going to look amazing when it's done, because I'm not going to stop doing it until it looks amazing. But it's going to take forever to get to that point. I need a good bottom. I think obsidian as a bottom would probably be good, just to kind of keep kids from digging all the way through. Oh, I love this sandstone pattern. This is such a good texture pack. And so unfortunately, the fire red gooey pack is no longer being updated, so I just got myself used to not having it in. I might actually try that. He has the source files open online, so I might try to convert it when we get the 1.6 update, which no date on that yet. All the details are top secret, so you won't know anything about what's going to really be in there other than the minor sneak peeks we've given so far until the day of the actual update. On the day of the update, make sure you... Oh, I already put something there. Okay. Make sure you definitely check up on my channel. I'm going to have some nice videos that go through all the new blocks, all the new items, all the new Pokemon. I mean, there is a lot of stuff going to be in this update, and I can't tell you about any of it. Top secret. Hush hush. But I'm going to have everything ready to go, so on that day I will record and get that video published to you as soon as I can, so you'll have the ability to use all of the new stuff in the update. And the new update will be 1.6.2, I believe. That's the new version, so it'll be with the new Minecraft. Yeah, there's a nice good pit. Okay, now down here, we're gonna take the bottom out. I'm not sure if I want to do obsidian, but I think obsidian actually would fit the best. Well, I don't know. What kind of... bedrock? I don't really want bedrock. Is there anything cool sand-wise? Soul sand, that'd be easily to go through. Mossy cobblestone. Crackstone bricks. Okay, that actually makes sense. I can do the crackstone bricks at the bottom. Oh, yeah, that gives it the... Yeah, you're into the bottom of the bedrock now, feel. Just punch out some random ones here.
And we'll actually do mossy brick in those. Now this is giving it a dungeon feel. I don't really want a dungeon feel. I like the archaeology feel. I don't want to do sandstone, though, because I always keep just doing sandstone. I mean, I already have all the walls. It's kind of a repeated pattern. What looks good? What looks good? Bedrock does look good in this mod. Like, I also think obsidian looks really nice. So there's obsidian, there's bedrock. Let's go bedrock. And I'll guarantee no one manages to dig outside of this. Not that it really matters or whatnot, but... God, that looks terrible. Alright, sandstone it is. I'm sorry, I'm indecisive. I'm sitting here trying to go for looks, and I don't even know what it's going to look like on the regular texture pack. It's probably going to look completely different when I'm done. I'm not going to look at it, because I'm building it for the series, so it's going to look like this in the texture pack. And so what I'll do is, at the very end, once I've built it all, I'll go take a tour through it, show you everything that's functional and up and working, and then when I finish, I'll switch off the texture pack, go to the default texture pack, and see how that looks. Yeah, that looks good. That's the way to do it. Now, take some fossils, and get rid of the fossil machine, get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that, and some gravel. Lots of gravel. Now, I'm thinking, I remember there being a way to generate blocks with a command block. So what I could do is I could have these fossils, like, there's a fossil here. I want a fossil. Put one up here, one down over here, and one here. So now they kind of have an archaeological dig. Let's do a surface one there. And so that's where all the fossils are located, and then they can dig around with the shovels and uncover the different fossils. And then what I want to do is have a reset switch, like right here, where it'll repopulate and fill in everything with gravel again to reset it for the next participant. So it's kind of like a nice little kids' activity in the museum. It's going to be a nice, big, full gravel pit. Actually, just have the gravel fill itself in. Just need to fill underneath each one of these, and yep, everything will handle itself. Okay, that's slower than actually placing it on the ground myself. Nice thing is I don't have to really care too much about where I place it, because it'll all just fill in itself. Yeah, it's still slower. So if I ever have any holes, it'll just get filled when I fill in over top of it. If only I could have, like, shovels, like, sticking in this, it would be complete, but what can you do? I don't know if I want a lip or anything up around the top, like a ring. God, this is the ridiculous thing about the scale I built this museum on, is because it's just so absolutely ginormous. Ginormous. Wow. I'm impressed with my English today. Yeah. But it's just such a huge... keep breaking things. Such a huge scale that it's kind of intimidating to make. I can't believe how much time it's going to take to actually fill in everything, but it's going to look amazing when it's done. Alright, so then we've got it nice filled in. So actually I think I'm going to go sandstone steps around it. So it's kind of into the pool, kind of a... How come that one turned? Okay, that works. Yeah, so then it's kind of like a ring, like all the little sandboxes and stuff in play places and whatnot will have something to keep all the gravel in. And then we can just kind of stack gravel in different patches over here and dig down a little bit over here, so it kind of gives it some more texture once I continuously destroy it. There we go. So it's a nice little archaeological dig site, and then we need to add a chest. Actually, we'll just do the crystal chests, because I love the ability to see in. And let's do iron shovels. Oh, it's an aluminum spade. Okay, that's interesting. I don't like that look of that. You know, I'm just going to do iron shovels. Or let's do gold as well for the kids. So we need... And we'll just do something like that. Doesn't have to be full. There we go. And sort it. Oh, that looks terrible. Okay, let's do some stone. Do some wood. So now I'm sitting here like micromanaging the crystal chest. And then we need to do aluminum and throw out some aluminum shovels. Okay. So now we got a little bit of variety on the shovel front. They can pick whatever shovels they want. Yeah, there we go. I love the crystal chests because they just look so awesome when they have items in them. And so that is the completion of our gravel pit, or our little fossil hunting child's area. And so when we come back next time, I'm going to finish up the Almastar and Almanite environment cage. And I don't know if I want to get the spawning system set up or try to go for all of the cages first and then figure out how to get the spawning stuff set up. I think I'll probably have to figure out before I get up to the second floor, because I'm going to need enough floor space that I can hide all the redstone wiring that's going to be creating the spawning system. And I'm also going to have each one of these, so essentially be a walk over a pressure plate. It will pop, there goes it'll spawn a one of the fossil Pokemon inside this glass enclosure, and then they'll be hooked up to some other command blocks, which will actually give you like the little guided tour. And so that's kind of the idea I'm going for here. And so actually, let me, before I finish up, change these. What is it? Quartz, not marble. Used to the equivalent exchange to, or not equivalent exchange, red power. Okay, I'm terrible with stairs. Wow, that was a weird side stair. Okay. The only problem with having the special stair coding now is I always get it backwards whenever I don't click the right spot. Oh, you're going to get annoying. Yes, the corner stairs, nice when you intentionally want them there, but I'll have to probably break this up with some other stair material as well. I just want to kind of see how it looks when I get them all done. Because this is going to be a lot of white. Yeah. But if I, just kind of break it up every now and again with like, right here, and right here, with, let's go, a decorative, I want to keep doing quartz, nether brick, regular brick. I need to make sure, oh my gosh. What is this? Did I just make the entire thing out of, okay, stone bricks, not monster spawning bricks. The whole thing would have just collapsed into a gigantic pile of, what are they called? Silverfish. That would have been terrible. Alright, so let's just do up like this. Kind of like a handrail thing. Kind of looks a little bit stupid. But but it breaks it up nicely. I can work on that design more, but that's kind of what I'm going for. So that looks good. We're starting to get things pieced together here. I'm pretty sure the whole outside is going to be pretty much entirely quartz and some other designs and whatnot. Alright, so now I will actually leave it off here for now. And so tune in next time when I start building some of the different enclosures. And then once I've got this museum done, we'll start going back to most of the regular Pixelmon series stuff. Hopefully go out and get some battles. I'm hoping the next update will be out by that time, so I'm kind of just like stalling until we have all the new stuff out. And then we can go out and explore and see all the new stuff in the new mod. Alright, thanks for watching, and remember to comment, like, subscribe. I hate saying that because it feels kind of like, oh, just only, promoting my video, promoting my stuff, but keeps you up to date. So do it, don't do it, whatever you want. Just rambling on here. Alright, see you next time.